right, Mosby, you go first.
We got Ole Miss coming to town. It's going to be, I think it's the biggest matchup in the SEC this week. Had to double check it. Ole Miss is ranked number 8 in the polls now. Did we move up any? We were
We are
14.
13.
We're 13. So 8 versus 13, big time matchup. I mean, game day probably should be there, but it's going to, we played them tough at Oxford last year, and we just didn't have the offense. I think being in Norman this year is going to be the X factor, kind of like it was with us against Michigan and stuff. And I think we're gonna pull it off. I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I don't see anybody running away from this defense. I don't see anybody putting up 40 plus points.
Yeah.
Which I think we got the offense to match that, but it was good to get that run game going last week. I see OU winning like a 24-21 game.
Yeah, spread's 4.5. That last week's game was very good for my soul. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I was a little nervous going to South Carolina, even though they haven't played well. But it was really good to see how dominant our defensive line was. And coming off the Texas game, whenever our defense was not the reason we lost, even though there were people that ragged us for it, they were not the reason. It was good to see John Mateer kind of get back in the groove. We did find a little bit of a running game. Hopefully that sustains. Ole Miss's defense has not been playing well. This, in fact, I think I saw is going to be one of the worst defenses we played. Now, worse in that they're still not bottom tier, but they're not as good as some of the defensives that we have played. They're obviously their main culprit is their offense, and that quarterback's been playing well. And Lane Kiffin he's one of the best personalities in college football. But I don't know why. So usually I'm really nervous about these games like this. I feel decently confident that we are going to win this game. The spread's 4.5. I don't know if we cover that.
I think
But
us playing at home is a big factor, and then another factor not think of. Florida just fired their coach, and Lane Kiffin's name is connected to that job big time. Is going to be a little bit of a distraction.
here's the other thing. It's going to be rainy. It's going to be cold, windy. Favors the defense.
That's true.
So, man, yeah, I'm gonna say 27. I'll say we get 27 and they get 23. I'll go odd number there. 27-23. We don't cover, but we get really close. 27-23 Oklahoma. John, score prediction.
I'm going to go 31-24.
Who wins?
Oklahoma.